Okay, hello, welcome back. Um, so what I've asked you to do, for starters, with this lab, well, ultimately what I'm going to have you do is creating a drawing in Onshape for your handlebar model. But I want to talk about what tolerance is and what will also be called production variation, like when you're making a bunch of parts, a bunch of types of parts, you always get a lot of variation. And the engineer's got to call out the tolerance and understand the tolerance, how much variation can be allowed. So what I've asked you to do in your groups with the paperclip I've given you is open it up, and you're trying to make each one of these legs 90 degrees, square top, or perpendicular. And you just do the best that you can by eyeballing it. And then what I'm having, so you'll hopefully see that this is, that these two edges are perpendicular to this back edge. And then what I want you to do is you're going to take the calipers, the dial calipers here. I'll show you how to use these real quick. And you're going to measure how wide the gap is here, an inch away from that back edge. Okay, so let's see if I have it. Nope. But I have this, so this will work. So 1 inch away from the back edge, meaning we'll probably measure from that point to that point, like that. Roughly, approximately is fine. So, real quick, I'll show it to you. With your dial calipers, you can use the inside measurement side of the calipers, the tongs here. You just want to go up, touch them, without pressing them open too much. Just get them to just where they start to. Actually, if it picks up the paperclip, that's probably pretty good. That means you've got it touched right there. And then just stop. You can pull the calipers up, and you're going to read the measurement here, okay? So I'm going to hold this up to the camera and show you how I read this measurement on a dial caliper. It's not really doing a good job. My camera is not doing a good job of zooming in enough to see those numbers. I wonder if I can. Let's try this again and see if it will. Now, it's not as smart as a smartphone, is it? What we're going to do is we're going to read the inch measurement off the rail right here. So what this dial caliper is saying is that it's 2.3, and then you read the last two decimal points off the dial, 2.307 is what this one is reading, 2.307. So what I'm going to have you guys do is work in your groups, in your table groups. Take the paperclip, have someone do the best job they can at opening that up, and then I want each of the group members to take the measurement with the dial calipers, because each one will get a slightly different measurement. And then you're going to upload all of your measurements into a spreadsheet that I'm sharing with you. So I'll put the QR code up on the board, and just create a new column or a new row. Select a row in that spreadsheet, put your names on it, and then go and put your measurements in it, and I'll show that to you what that looks like.